Hi everyone and welcome back. Thank you for the overwhelming response to my first reaction to the first episode of the Epic the Musical. I was not expecting to have that go as crazy as it did, but I love to see all the comments about you all enjoying kind of my thought process and analysis through this. But after kind of reading through a lot of the comments, I realized that a lot of you said that there were a lot of animatics that went along with a lot of these styles of the music here. So, first of all, special thank you to everyone who has kind of commented and said something about it. It's been amazing to kind of hear that this is such a big community, and I'm super excited to be part of that. But let's give a special shout out to, I think the name was Riftwalker9997, who ended up giving me a small playlist of at least the Troy Saga for me to go back and look at these new animatics. So this is more going to be a reaction on kind of the updated visuals, or at least what people believed were better animatics than the one that I used. But, so we're going to be going through the Troy Saga again, just to see if anything that I may have done might have changed based on the visuals. And of course, coming from a clearly music standpoint, obviously nothing will kind of really change from my initial descriptions, but I'm also very curious to see who ends up getting a lot of these stories and thoughts in their head based on other visuals. And obviously a lot when it comes to this type of media. Not only is it important for the art form of it and the music form, but when they both kind of combine together, you get this very fascinating musical aspect. So I'm super curious to see how this will work when they come together. Still like that we have that introduction motive though there immediately. Bum, bum, bum. All right, my brothers, listen closely. Oh, I like the art style a lot better with this. Hand drawn always is more fascinating to me than the 3D models, but it's cool. I like it so far. But now we'll be the ones who slay. The voices still just give me shivers. Now that I know the motive a little bit better too, it's much easier to vibe with it. What I say and you'll see them again. Yes, sir. Diomedes will lead the charge. Agamemnon will flank the yards. Menelaus will let on make through the gates to take the whole city at large. Teucer will shoot any ambush attacking. Little Ajax will stay back. Nestor secure Helena protector. Leo avenge your father, kill the brothers of Hector. Yes, sir. All right, immediately just from there, like this is a lot more intense with at least putting out the plan. From there, and you're actually seeing the Trojan horse and everyone's essential roles, and this is a lot more exciting than kind of what they did with the 3D models from there. But this is cool. This puts a whole new like spin on this. I like this so far. Now, use that well of pride. Fight through every pain now. Ask yourself inside, what do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for? Man, this is still like shivers with this, with everything. The voices are just so phenomenal. And as I like said before, just hearing the first, like the fact that the original person, the name is escaping me right now. We'll display the name right here of the original person writing this. But the fact that he recorded a lot of this on his own, his vocals are just so imperative, and to give that actual feeling gives me shivers, even though I've heard this before now. But the visuals help to tell a much better story from here, so I do like this one. I fight for us. I fight for us. Penelope. Them getting ready for the fight. I want to see how they do the fight now like this. Callbacks to that original thing of them scaling the tower. Oh, that is beautiful too. I like it. I like it. Who was that? The visions are cool with this too. Oh, that's such a good way to do it. Oh my god, the visualization of this being like this is all I can see is like Mufasa. Mufasa and whoever, yeah, Mufasa, after, like, when Simba was going back to there. I know I'm putting this back to Disney, but all gods have that visualization of being put up into the clouds from there. So that, like, that is a much better way to kind of do it, in confirming a lot of the more electronic sounds that somebody in the comments said for the gods. Just, ugh. Okay, anyway, I'm good. And only be dealt with right here. It's a good way to put the gods up there like that. I like it. I don't think you're ready. A mission to kill someone's son, a foe who won't run, unlike anyone you have faced before. Say no more, I know that I'm ready. I don't think you're ready. God, and just the shift of there, knowing that it's the baby instead. Oh, it's even more heartbreaking. No. It's just a boy. Oh, that's even more heartbreaking seeing that. Oh. Does he pose that I cannot avoid? This is the son of none other than Troy's very own Prince Hector. Know that he will grow from a boy to an avenger, one fumed with rage as you're consumed by age. If you don't end him now, you'll have no one left to save. You can say goodbye to. You can say goodbye to. As my own. He will burn your house and throne. He'll find you wherever. Make sure his past is never known. Gods will make him known. Bringing you down on my knees for you. I'll beg you, please. We love the gods. So I will admit, this is helping me to visualize this a lot better than the original animatic that I watched. Like, especially seeing the internal conflict of there, and like how devastating it is to potentially, again, the will of the gods, kill this child or be destroyed like later on in life. This gives it a much better visualization, as I was mainly going by the music and not more of what I saw from here, but this helps to paint this more. I feel I understand kind of the concept of this first song a little bit more than just like the musical analysis part of this. This helps to visualize the story so much better. I like this, and even like, I mean, even looking through this, there's a whole color swap of just the of just everything here when you started going into the softer sound. These blue tones that they used for Odysseus's vision were all, as compared to, you know, the actual vision of the fight and everything else from here. It kind of helps to really set that original atmosphere of like, do I do this? Do I really want to do this in order to like save my future, save Penelope? Oh, okay. Let me watch the rest of this and then I'll talk a little bit more. I'm gonna rewind it just a hair. Then Troy's very own Prince Hector, know that he will grow from a boy to an avenger, one fumed with rage as you're consumed by age. If you don't end him now, you'll have no one left to save. You can say goodbye to. Say goodbye to Penelope. The internal conflict is so good. Oh, it's done so well for this. Please don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. Blood on your hands is something you won't lose. All you can choose is lose. Okay, that helps to you know, give a lot of that, a lot more meaning to that first one there. Like, especially with the vision and the different colors in there, it definitely shows Odysseus's internal struggle a lot better than the 3D models from here. So that was the first one. It definitely helped. Again, the Horse and the Infant, Gigi, I think that's the way to say it, is kind of the main person who did this particular animation, but that was really nice. And again, thank you for helping to get this like playlist together. So Just a Man, let's kind of continue on with there. That way we can continue our portion of this. Yay for the loading sauce of everything. But yeah, no, I can see how the visuals can help the storytelling a lot more than my first listen. And anytime you listen to these, and this goes really with any music, anytime you listen, you're going to pick up on more like cues or anything from there, which is kind of the cool thing about this stuff is the more you listen to a piece of music or the more interpretations you see, the more you start to see more of the nuances in the storytelling. So the vision was so much more easier to kind of feel as compared to when we first analyzed this a bit ago. So let's continue with Just a Man. Turn it down just a hair. Again, same motives or same musical motif, just pushing forward more.
I look into your eyes and I think back to the sun of mine. You're as old as he was when I left for war. Will these actions haunt my days? Every man I've slain.
See, this explains this so much better, because when I first went through this, and again, this even kind of changed a little bit from before, but like this is Odysseus' internal conflict whether to kill this child or not, and it shows what a baby can do to just reminisce about the past, and it's perfect, it's beautiful, it's making me actually more teary seeing kind of the subtleness, and even just the black and whiteness of it kind of is reminiscing of like the past. And it's a good way. Like, this reminds me of like flashback things from like older movies. Whenever you had, especially in like an older sequence or something, some type of flashback, you typically have it in either faded colors or black and white to kind of represent this yearning feeling of time simpler or anything like that. And this is kind of a good way to reassess this.
You're as old as he was when I left for war.
Plus the vocals are just still, it gets better the more I listen to it.
Every man I've slain is the price I pay. Endless pain. Close your eyes and spare yourself the view. How could I hurt you?
Aww.
I'm just a man who's trying to go home, even after all the years away from what I've known.
This is so much more beautiful. Oh.
Who's fighting for his life. Deep down I would trade the world to see my son and wife. I'm just a man.
Like, this is actually making me tear up a little bit more seeing it this way.
But when does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? When does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does the reason become the blame? When does a man become a monster?
Like, dear Lord, the amount of emotional aspect that you see with just this change of animation, oh my gosh. Like, the whole sense of sadness over here, like reminiscing about the past, and then you can tell immediately when not only the designer but also the music makes this decision of what he wanted to do, like lifting that over here. Obviously this part was mostly played for a reason, my gosh. Like this transition here with the vocals coming back in, it gives such a different perspective from here than just watching what we originally did. So just like, because this is when you feel the emotions coming to, this is that decision we made now. Oh, I have shivers thinking, just listening to this again.
When does the reason become the blame? When does a man become a monster?
Oh, this makes this 100 times worse. Oh, God. This makes this 100 times worse. Oh man, that makes it 100 times worse seeing that ending there. Just holding the baby over like the tower, knowing that he is probably going to release it to save himself. Oh, that makes that 100 times worse and more like I have goosebumps. Like I have even more goosebumps hearing this like a second time through than I did the first. Like these animatics. Oh man, I hope I'm saying that right. Animatic, something like that. This just kind of changed the perspective because these first two songs I understood the concept behind them, but with these visuals, it makes this feel so much more damning. I guess is the best way to put it without like the simplest words is your heart sinks watching this kind of go forward. So beautiful. And then after that, we go to Full Speed Ahead. Yay! We go into those to the traveling to the island stuff now. Woo! Let's see how this changes everything. Because they did a pretty good job with the animatics for this one. You have that traveling motif that appeared at the beginning.
600 men. 600
You need to tell about the journeys after that, after all.
With only one goal in mind. Make it back alive to our homeland. 600 men. 600 miles of open sea. But the problem's not the distance. It's what lies in between. And Ithaca's waiting. My kingdom is waiting. Penelope's waiting for me. So full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Captain, you really just
Now, this is where I might take a different stand for here, but I actually preferred the 3D model one a little bit more, at least for Full Speed Ahead, because at least seeing the movements of the boat while these conversations are happening instead of having, you know, I mean, the animations are so wonderful for this, but like I felt more focused on the journey of them traveling as compared to just seeing like somebody talking like on a ship. So I would have preferred to see a little bit more movement for this because my eyes are more drawn to just looking at the conversations happening as compared to seeing the entire structure and everything move from there. So this feels a little weaker to me than the one that I saw before, but I mean the music's still phenomenal. You know, this is the traveling. We need to get everyone back home safely, no matter what perils and stuff it goes from there. So that, at least that pushes that there and at least shows that there are more bodies on here. I mean, 600 men, and yet what we see in the 3D is just 2, so there's more here, but I feel that 3D visual kind of helped it to show the boat traveling and everything in the same concept.
600 men. 600 men. 600 men with big mouths to feed. And we've run out of supplies to eat. First the war of food stores depleted.
Okay, showing that makes it a little bit better with the food storage at least.
600 reasons to take what we can. So Captain, what's the plan? Captain, what's the plan? Watch where the birds fly. They will lead us to land. There will hunt for food, my second in command. Now full speed ahead.
Again, traveling, there's only so much you could do with it, but it's still good. Though the depicting of the island is a lot better in this one than before. But I feel with just the 3D, with only having like 3 or 4 people on there, helped you to focus a little bit more on the lyrics than for this one. I feel like they're trying to show a little bit too much of the movement of everything as compared to like the 3D aspect of it, where I could really focus more on the lyrics. It again helps to visualize the dire process of it, and hey, maybe there's hope. We followed the birds. Here's where the island is. It helps to move the story forward, but I was so more focused on the music the first time than I was for the visuals, that this does help to move the plot forward, because this 3-minute song felt a lot longer to me before. But again, that was me just really listening to the chord analysis the first time through. I like what they did with this, but like I feel like this particular song should be a more focus on the lyrics as compared to, you know, what's happening visually. But that's just me. That in musical standpoints and musical senses, because here I go in my musical rant again, because this is what always happens when I get into this. This is one of those transition scenes. This is just maybe a monologue or just a conversation happening where you don't see a lot happening on the stage currently. You just see maybe one big set piece with people walking back and forth doing things on the boat. But it's more focused on the dialogue from here and what we're going to do to move on to the big set piece. So that's why I don't think this needs a ton in terms of visualizations. This is this is at least, in my opinion, where the composer really wanted the lyrics to stand out as compared to the action standing out. So this works, but I think I like the less is better, in my opinion, at least for this song. So you really focus on those lush chords that you're hearing going forward.
Who knows? Something feels off here. I see fire, but there's no smoke.
I say we strike first. We don't have time to waste, so let's raid the place and...
No. Polities gear up. You and I'll go ahead. You and I'll go ahead. We should try to find a way no one ends up dead.
We don't know what's ahead.
Give me till sunrise, and if we don't return, then 600 men can make this whole place burn. Now full speed ahead.
Especially with that guitar thing, knowing that we have what we're doing. So let's push ahead. Differences of opinions there, it's totally fine. That kind of shows the characterization better.
We're up, we're off, and away we go. We're up, we're off, and away we go. Full speed ahead.
Less is more, but like this is still very well done, and at least with the conversation at the end, it definitely helped out a lot more with with having the visuals there and the conversation to kind of show the two difference of opinions for everything there. Anyways, Open Arms. This will be the last one for today, at least for this video that we go react to. But so far, like these animatics have done like a super well job of repainting at least the first 2 songs for me. The third song, I still, again, transition songs are always very interesting to me, but I'm curious if this changes, because this should be them landing on the island and seeing where the lotus is and everything, if I remember correctly. Yep, that's exactly what it is. There's that island beat. I love that.
Relax, my friend. Huh? I can tell you're getting nervous, so do yourself a service and try to relax, my friend. I'm fine,
this is probably my favorite out of the Troy Saga, though, just because of the differences of the music here.
I know that you're tired of the war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how we're supposed to live? Look at how you grip your sword, enough said. Why should we take when we could give? You can show a person that you trust them when you stop and lower your guard. Here we have a chance for some adjustment. Give it a try, it's not that hard. I'm telling you, this life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart.
The one thing that this made me do, and you probably saw it immediately in my model, is the playfulness is really overemphasized here with the animatic. This is really good because we're trying to show the positives of side of life now. This is a lush island full of life, full of like exploration, full of adventure. This does such a better job of. I'm smiling. I can't help it. Like the major aspects of the music, along with, hey, let's jump in this river, hey, this butterfly, hey, here's my hair all wet. It's such a better way to do it. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go back a minute and just like enjoy the playfulness. This is the stuff that you needed really to push forward a plot line. I mean, just look at that, it's adorable.
We'll be fine if we're leading from the heart, no matter the place.
It's nature and exploration. It's what adventurers do best.
The world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. Stay back.
That's such a nice transition. That's such a nice transition.
We're only here for food. 600 friends are waiting for us to show our faces. Stay back, I'm warning you. If we don't get back safely, my men will turn this place into blazes.
That's cute, though.
See? This life is amazing.
Oh my god, yes! Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, okay, okay. Well, like, here is animation analysis, Suno, because this happens at times. So, the change of music here from, like, this positive thing to, oh god, we're surrounded, all doom and gloom, and it's just, we're here to offer you food, that's all. Oh, see? Everything is cool, and the way that they did that with the animation is beautiful. Like, hey, everything is awesome. Everything is amazing. Oh shit, we're surrounded. These guys are gonna kill us. We need to just get back. These are forward things. The world is not a terrible place. God, that's such a good transition.
600 friends are waiting for us to show our faces.
And it's like, oh, that's all you need? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's help these people out then.
If we don't get back safely, my men will turn this place into blazes.
See, have food. Boom.
See?
It's so good! It's so good! Oh. I love this. Oh. Okay, these help to really tell the story so much better. Even if Odysseus is suspicious of the fruit still.
My friend, I wish that I could say that I agree. But look at the way this fruit is glowing and filled with glowing seeds. It took me a while to notice just what kind of fruit they eat. It's a lotus, it controls your mind and never lets you free. That's what we'd get with open arms. Lotus eaters, I'd like to show my friend that kindness is brave. Could you tell me where there's other food to eat? A cave! You're saying there's a cave where we could feast. And where do
I mean, the Lotus people are adorable with this interpretation.
Thank you.
Oh.
This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. I see in your face there's so much guilt inside your heart. So
this is such a nice, like, conflict of trust versus mistrust here. It's perfect.
Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. You can relax, my friend.
But can you really? Can you really relax? Because we know what really happens after, but... Flash warning. Flash warning, peeps! Oh, that's a nice transition, too. Ooh. Are you truly fine, Odysseus? Just go... Oh! Because that was probably when Athena had the initial thing there. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Beautiful. All right, let me pop this over from here. That really did help this a ton in order to help out with the storytelling from here. So it's amazing what different animatics can do to, help to push the story forward. Especially that last one, like, the life is amazing. Is that what it was called again? What was that last one called? Open Arms. Open Arms is probably my favorite one out of this, like, first set here, and it's just, I don't know, like, you could easily tell the song format from there being the A part being the major part, the B being the minor part, which again, the conversation happening, do we trust, do we not trust, and being able to visualize that even more than what the 3D models are able to do I was smiling during that and felt the fear and everything else that everything else was put onto there. So wow. Okay, see? Animation can really help to make or break music. It's one thing to be able to analyze it, but to actually, fully live it through here is such another cool thing. So again, thank you again to Riftwalker9997 for giving me a quick little playlist of stuff. of other animatics to kind of help out with here. The 4 videos that I use will be in the description below. That way, if you want to go and support these amazing artists who brought this to life, by all means, please go and do so. And please make sure, if you enjoy this video, this epic series that we're doing, please like, subscribe, and comment. Every little bit always helps to bring my own reactions into to more people, and also to help to show other people this amazing world of music. If you have any other suggestions for either animatics or other musicals or any really music thing you might want me to react to, by all means, leave something in the comments below, and we'll definitely get back to you. Anyways, that'll be it for today. Thank you for joining us in the tavern, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys!